One of the more recent quirks of the English language is the use of the word so when beginning a sentence. There are a few reasons to object to this. One reason, a practical reason, is that it's usually unnecessary. The sentence itself would be exactly the same without it.
So this has been kind of a campaign over the last few years.
So let's be clear about healthcare.
So do you and Kanye like fart in front of each other, or do you talk about farts?
So in college, I was a government major.
So, there's a song that I wrote.
So maybe you could sort yourself out.
In each of these examples, you could remove the so, and the sentence, the meaning, and the message is unchanged. So it's filler.
So, holy shit, we're freaking out, oh my god! So...
And that leads into the second reason, a rhetorical reason, phrased in the form of a rhetorical question. Why use filler words? Get to the point. Just say it. Starting off with a so makes you sound unsure, uncomfortable, and uninterested. That speaks to the third reason, a superficial reason, to object to this.
It's annoying.
If you want to make a good impression, starting a sentence with so is so not the right way to do that, right? Right? Or, unless, is it ever right to start a sentence with so? So the answer to that question is actually sometimes. The word so is a conjunction. Other coordinating conjunctions include or, for, nor, but, yet, and, rounding out the acronym fanboys. And allegedly, there's a rule that says that you should not begin a sentence with a conjunction. Now, if this is something that you were taught in school, it isn't because it's actually true, it's because your teacher wanted to keep you and all of the other kids from overusing these conjunctions, which kinda makes sense. You could just imagine someone younger than 12 beginning every sentence with and if they were not discouraged. That's why they are. But it turns out that there is no such rule against ever starting a sentence with a coordinating conjunction. Or at least there shouldn't be, and that's why the first three sentences in this paragraph do. According to Merriam-Webster, it's slightly ridiculous to insist that these words should not be used to begin a sentence when 1,000 years of English writing has shown this to be a fine way to start off. So, if the problem with starting a sentence with so is not that it's technically against the rules, well then what is the problem? We could find a clue if we went back to these examples. What do all of these sentences have in common? They don't continue a thought, and they don't conclude a thought either. They conceive a thought, they begin it. That seems to be the issue, because there's nothing particularly annoying about saying something like, I didn't violate YouTube's terms of service regarding advertiser suitability, so why was my video demonetized? In this case, the word so continues or concludes a thought. It does not conceive or introduce the thought. If it did, that would be unnecessary and annoying and maybe even a little condescending, and that is what we ought to avoid doing. Beginning our thought, or observation, or line of reasoning with the word so is a lazy and lousy way of speaking. So, with all of that having been said, what's your opinion? Does it irritate you when somebody starts a sentence with so? Why or why not? And, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So...